Hey friends, welcome back to the channel, Creatively Sandra. If you're new here, I'm Sandra, and on this channel we do all things Disney pins and unboxings, mystery unboxings, swaps, park pickups, and that's what we're focusing on today. So as many of you know, I live in Florida, so I get a chance to go to the parks often now, and I did a pin pickup. Well, this is kind of pins I picked up on a couple different visits, and then some of the new Tiana merch from Tiana's Bayou Adventure. So let's start with pins, and then I'll tell you all about the Tiana event. So first of all, I was picking up some of the brand new supporting cast cluster pins. And so there were 3 new ones that came out. So far, I've gotten all of them. So there's like 23 pins, maybe something like that. And then these added. I'm trying to count quickly on my board, but I can't do it and talk to you. So the first one is from Finding Nemo. I think I'm looking to see if it's Finding Dory, but these are all Finding Nemo characters. So this is super cute. All of these have done so well. If I turn it this way, you see the shimmer in the background there. But these have done so well. They've really come a long way from the beginning. The first 2 they made, like Beauty and the Beast and Alice in Wonderland, to just the detail and everything they're putting in them now. Now, I think Alice was the only one, or one of the only ones, that showed the main character in there. So this is interesting that these have Nemo and Dory as well, because most of them are focusing on the actual supporting cast of the movies. But I'm not mad at it. It's really cute. I've held it up here like 5 times now, so that's enough. Okay, so these are typically $17.99 before your discount. This was the other awesome one. So even before the ride opened, this one was so exciting, but they came out with the Princess and the Frog supporting cast. So you have Naveen, you have Louis, you have Dr. Facilier, Mama Odie, and Charlotte. Anybody else in there? You got Ray, I think, in the background there. He's tiny in the bottom, not in the background, but he's down here. Yeah, I think they could have done like Charlotte's dad in there and maybe the parents, but this is great. You even got Mama Odie's snake there too. So this is very pretty. I love this one. And so that is another one added. And this one went out of stock like almost immediately. So I think I got this one after the fact. But I was lucky enough to get the 3rd one in the first round. And now it's very difficult to find. Well, in fact, I haven't seen it any times I've gone to the park in the last 2 weeks or so. But it is Stitch. So this is, yes, Sarah and Connie. I bought another Stitch pin, but this is for the collection, right? You have to have the whole collection. So Stitch in the kind of, I guess, 626 form. And I can't tell you what any of the characters are other than Stitch. Just seeing if there was any other I know. You know, the other aliens, whatever, I don't know any of the names. So I could help you if it was him actually on land, on Earth, and we were talking about the sister, or, you know, Lilo. Is it Lonnie that's the sister? I don't, maybe I can't help you on that. But anyway, it's cute. And I know it's highly desired right now. And that's awesome. Okay, the other one I picked up is, what are we in? We're still in July? Yes, we're still in July. This was the July version of the parade set. And I've been collecting all of those. You might be able to see them on the side here. I've been collecting both Disney World and Disneyland, and this one is the Disney World. My Disneyland will come soon when Connie sends it to me, because Connie loves Disney, has been doing some pickups, and I'll include her information below too. This is not from her, but this is where I get the Disneyland one. So this one is very cute. It is Winnie the Pooh, and so you have Winnie the Pooh and you have Piglet there, and his train car is like a honey pot. So that is super cute. And then behind him is the tree, but it's kind of showing like part of a book. So like an open book page, but you see kind of the hole that he gets stuck in the tree there. So that is super cute. Now these are limited edition, And let me just take this off, and it's probably time to grab the glasses. This one is limited edition of 2000. And I think my friend Sarah, over at Sarah's Disney Magic, had just clued some of us into the edition sizes are different in Disney World than they are in Disneyland for this same set. I mean, technically they're considering them different sets because they are specific to that park. So the ones in California, I think, have a higher, I can't remember, higher or lower of the edition size. Who knew? Okay, so that's it for the non-Tiana merch, and now I'm going to show you everything I picked up. So the night of the Tiana's Bayou Adventure opening, which was very cool, I didn't get to ride the ride, but I did get over to the park. You might have saw that I sampled some of the food, so I didn't do the ride, but I had the hot chicken, hot honey chicken, and I had the beignets. Now that night it was pouring, and so everything was kind of pre-boxed up, and so it probably wasn't the best presentation, and it also was kind of the first time I've done a reel on Instagram, and so it was just, I was a wet rat and the food was whatever. So I wasn't that impressed with it. It more or less tasted like just chicken fingers with a little bit of honey on it, had a little bit of spice to it, had an interesting kind of relish on it with olives in it, but again, it wasn't that impressive. And even the beignets weren't what I expected. They were decent, but not crazy good or anything. So I'll be interested to try some of the other things. I did another day try one of the other food items, which was a peach cobbler, and that was okay. And I think I want to try the gumbo. And then there's lots of other snacks. Oh, I did do the popcorn. That was really good. So my friend Shay over at Disfly Life had recommended, and she showed it in a reel or a short, the popcorn and how it was made. So it was like a spicy popcorn. It had M&Ms and pretzels and like the Mickey goldfish and whatever they squirt on top. I don't know if it's frosting or what, but that was really good. That was delicious. So go figure. With the sweet tooth, maybe that's it. All right, so that night I rushed over to the park in the pouring rain, got soaking wet, but did get a few items, and then I had to go back and get some other things. So the first thing I did was pick up the pins, so I'll show you those. So they had, first of all, I'm a Disney pass holder, and so I had to get the pass holder pin. So this is also a limited edition pin. You've got the friends in the log riding down Tiana's Bayou Adventure in the log. So in that you've got Louis and Tiana, but then a couple of the friends, and these are like characters in the ride. So there's a fox, I think a turtle, and I don't know that much about them because they're more geared to the ride itself. And I did, when I saw the movie, in the preview for D23 members or special playing, they had one of the animatronics people come over and talk to us a little bit about the movies and the special effects of the ride and the special effects in there, and mention some of the characters. So you'll see some of them as plushes now being sold in for the Tiana merchandise, which, by the way, so that night it was in the main shopping area and blocked off a whole section of that shop, and it was all Tiana merchandise, Tiana Bayou's Adventure merchandise, which was very cool. That is no longer there. It's now in, they have their own, ooh, I just forgot the name. It's Critter something, Critter Cabin or something, where all the merch related to the ride is available now. So that was very cool. Limited edition. Let's check the edition size. This one was $19.99 before your discount, and you could buy two, I believe. And I think I did trade one away already. This is limited edition of 5,000. So that was the pass holder item. Okay, and then the other limited edition pin was this one. that was Tiana's Bayou Adventure with featuring Tiana. And this is a pretty pin, and it's pin on pin. It's just gorgeous. Her there in front of Tiana's place, I guess. You can see Lewis and the band in the background. It's not focusing really well. But yeah, it's the band players there behind her and kind of the trees over her. So super pretty pin. This one was $19.99 before the pass holder discount, and it was also 5,000 edition size. Words are hard today. So the next two were open edition pins that also had to have. This one is similar to the pass holder one in that they are splashing down the ride in the log. It's Lewis and a couple of the critters with him, and it says, "We know a shortcut." And so this is open edition. This is still available, and I'm sure will be for a while, but it represents the ride, and that is a fun one to have. And I don't know what I paid for this one. This was pink. I think it was $14.99, because I want to say one was $12.99 and one was $14.99, and this is the either $14 or $16.99, because it does have the pin on pin. It's a little heavier. And then the one that was either $12.99 or $14.99 is the Mama Odie one, and this one says Tiana's Bayou Adventure, like real small down here, and it is Mama Odie there. And I love that. I love that they were featuring her. And I did buy, and actually I've had these for, well, since the ride opened, but I had gotten them in time for my Pin and Pop trade event that was at the very beginning of July, and was able to trade some of the extras in there. Okay, the next thing you saw in the thumbnail is the sipper. So this is so cute. This is adorable. It's like a crazy straw. You probably saw it on Shay's channel as well, along with some of these other items, but it is beautiful. So I rushed over to one of the snack stands to get her. She kind of spins around on there. And it's really funny. If I can remember, I'm going to insert a picture here, because remember, it was a rough night. It was wet. I was carrying bags. I was carrying an umbrella. I was soaked anyway. And it was just a trek, basically, to get back to the car and get home. And I had this in the bag. And when I got home, I don't even think I opened the bag. I think I opened it the next day. And I'll insert the picture now. Her arms were gone. And I thought they gave me, I'm going to say something politically incorrect if I actually say it, but anyway, her arms were gone, and she was like a defective little Tiana. And then I found her, and it was the yellow part where her gloves are. And then later I found that in the bag and was able to put those back on. So be careful if you pick up one. They are fragile here. It did go back on, and I could even add some glue if I needed to, but I think it's going to be just fine. But again, this is cute with, you've got a menu on there. You've got Ray. You've got the beignets. You've got Tiana's Place, and you've got Lewis on there. So cute. All of our favorites, and it's just fun to have. I don't buy many sippers or popcorn buckets because it's just a lot of space and stuff. But okay, let me show you one more item or set of items. So the other thing I did was I was looking at something for Shay just to see if they were still in stock. She was trying to get them, trying to get one of them, but I saw two more items. So these are the Pandora charms, and this was a limited edition. I'm gonna have to insert a picture because it's not gonna show well here, but you can kind of see that it is Tiana on the front. So these are Pandora charms to go on a Pandora bracelet, and didn't want to miss out on this. So when I got there, they had some left. And then on the other side, when you flip it over, it says Tiana's Bayou Adventure. And like I said, I'll insert photos because it's super hard to see with my camera facing this way, but I was very excited. I did not go in there for this. I went in there to check for a friend. I came out with charms for both of us. But you got a good deal with the pass holder discount, so that wasn't bad. But what happened is I saw these And then they showed me the bracelet they had made with it, and they had some other items on there and just made this adorable bracelet out of the bangle style. And so on that, one of the things they had, and these were things that were limited, so I bought these. There's other things that are needed on that bracelet to make it as cute as they did. I'll try to insert a picture of that as well. Got a lot of pictures to insert, a lot of editing. But this was on that bracelet, and they didn't have many left of this at all. I don't think it was supposed to be a limited edition, but I think they were selling out, and it is a frog. All right, let's see if I can show you a little better on this one. Let's see if we can pull it out. So this one, they're so hard to show because they're tiny. Let's see if I can do it this way. So the frog actually just kind of wraps around the bracelet. So it's like he doesn't close in a loop, but is sort of hanging on tight. Feet wrapped around, arms wrapped around, as Shay said, whatever you call the arms and legs of a frog. But I think they're called legs, right? Because we eat frog legs, or I don't know, some of you eat frog legs. I've tried them. Tastes like chicken. But he's very cute. He's got different colors of green kind of running through him, so it's a little bit of an ombre effect, and it is just an adorable charm. These are like impossible to show you on camera, maybe if I had it facing down. Okay, but then the last one that I absolutely had to have and called Shay and was like, you also absolutely have to have it. If you've seen her video on this, then you've already seen this charm as well. She got all three and I got all three. But this one is so cool because it is Ray, but it is also a glow charm. So you can see that green. I just was putting a little flashlight on it to, you know how sometimes with a glow in the dark thing, you have to put it under a light a little bit first. So I'm trying to get some more light, but you can see the green glow of that. When it is not glowing, that looks purely white. So it's actually very cool in person. Again, see if I can insert a picture, and then it's got a little charm on there with it. And let's see what that says. I didn't even realize this. It says, "You light up my life." So like Evangeline, his girlfriend, and so it's a nod to that on the little charm there. So cute. I can't wait to get the rest of that. They had it paired with two daisy charms that wrapped around, and then like they did one in yellow and one in green, just like little crystal beads that are kind of spacers, and it just looked great with that combination. So I'm hoping to add to it and do that combination as well. Okay, the last thing I got, they did not have on that opening night, and so I missed out on it. But then when I went back this past week, they had them again, and they had them in large size. When I was there that night, they ran out of the large size, and this was the pass holder t-shirt. And I felt like, you know, I wanted to get the stuff, go for the stuff that's going to be gone, that you're not going to be able to get again, as opposed to the stuff that'll be in the little critter shop and I can buy all year long. Like I didn't get any of the lounge flies, I didn't get the new ears, things like that. I think I can wait, and you know, we'll decide if I want to pick those up. But this was a must-have. Because it is limited, and because I'm a pass holder, I want to take advantage of that. So there are those critters that are on the pin. So it is, I guess, like a bear and a turtle and a fox, maybe. And then you have Tiana and Lewis. So it's the same layout as what's on the pin, and it says pass holder. And then it says Tiana's Bayou Adventure. And this is a really nice color too. It's, Magic Kingdom at the bottom. So that's cool. I did get a very large size. I'm hoping it's okay. But I just wanted to make sure it was comfortable and oversized. But it's a very fun one, and I'm excited to have it. So that is it for the pin haul and the Tiana pin and merchandise haul. Like I said, not a lot of the merchandise, just enough to have a taste of the things and get them the things that will go away quickly. So hope you enjoyed that. Let me know what was your favorite today of what I showed: the zipper, the pins, the supporting cast pins, or the Tiana's Bayou Adventure pins, the Pandora charms, the t-shirt. everything is great. I'm excited to have it and glad I could share it with you. Leave that comment down below to let me know what your favorite was. Subscribe to the channel to see more Disney Parks content, and I will see you guys on the next one.